We are back, and the sun shines over us. We're on chapter 5. Here we go! Alright, students, as promised last week, today we'll be doing chemistry experiment. Woo! Chemistry! Seems like doing hands-on work gets more love than just studying theory. That's fair. That's fair. This chemistry teacher is also famous for being lame. It's a nice breath of fresh air having to do something interesting once in a while. But due to a limited time and space, this class will be merged with another. No problem, this could be fun. Maybe. Which class is it, sir? With class A and C. Oh my god, we're going to be together then. Everybody? Alvin, Alex, and Putri in class A. Class C has Donnie, Aditi, and Sasha. Wow, so the whole cast, basically. Wow. Okay. Guess the whole cast is gonna be with us. Of course, as you know, Class B has Yumi and Ayu. Hanging out at the lab. This is so much fun. Yay. I know, right? It's going to be a blast. Kinana then holds my hand. Kinana gives me that very close friend energy. Like, really, really close. Like the type of kid who would have held hands with their best friend at the playground, and that trait just kind of kept up all the way up until high school. Which I'm pretty sure this is. We walked together to the chemistry lab. Damn, this is a big-ass chemistry lab. And also, we have a new backdrop. Finally. Oh my god. New backdrops are a rarity in this game. But I don't know if I don't know if this is drawn by a different person, because the art style definitely screams different. A lot of I guess polygon would be a better term, are a little normal from the rest of the game. But this is drawn differently, this is drawn differently, and this is 100% drawn differently. And I think the texturing is also different as well. The room is huge! I thought it was going to be crowded since we have 3 classes merged, but it turns out it's still very spacey for us to move around. Man, Teddy! You want to join my group? And doesn't the teacher set the groups? The teacher said we can form our own groups of 5. Do we want a group with that? I mean, we already have a group, right? Do we? Here's the thing, I don't actually know if I have a group or not. I'm sorry, I'm already in a group with Kirana. Aw. No problem then. Man, Teddy. Yes. Oh, it's Alex. Oh, it's Kirana. Why does that seem like the kind of sarcasm you'd find at a high school? Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you! Just the sarcasm of you don't want to see each other, but you gotta see each other. That's funny. I don't think it was meant to be that, but it's still funny nonetheless. Come join us, Mentony. Sure, why not? The students start gathering with their own groups. After we're settled, the teacher starts to distribute the equipment while giving instructions. I sit on my chair in silence, waiting for Kirana to take the equipment. I look around. Ayu, Donnie, Sasha, and Aditya seem to be in the same group. Alvin and Putri are grouping with the other students. I thought we were going to be in the same group. We ended up being separated. I don't know why the feeling of disappointment came over me. But I have to ignore that. Just because we're not in the same group doesn't mean we're no longer friends. Alright, the instructions say to light the fire. Oh, okay. You've got to be fucking kidding me! I know he didn't say that, but still. Who the fuck is Ramilla? Ramilia? Your taste is so bad, man. I turn around to where the noise is coming from. Donnie seems to be having a heated argument with another student. Ayu tries to separate them, but it makes them shout even louder. A wee like you wouldn't understand that Len is the best. Not Ramilia. You talking about SAO? Because here's the thing. We have Len, who is an actual character from the alternative, arguably the better story of Sword Art Online. G Gun Gale Online. And then you have Rem, who is from... I'm gonna get hated for this if I don't get the anime right. ReZero. And it's a combination of Rem and Amelia's name, which are both characters from ReZero. So that's funny to me. Nah, man, you're screwed in the head if you can't get why Amelia is better. Sorry, I'm pretty sure the schoolboy is Garnt. Let's just replace that name with Garnt. Because she cannot. Because Garnt cannot stop talking about Amelia, I'm pretty sure. What's good about Len anyways? She's just a burden. Hey, you trying to start something? Of course these guys... Of course, guys. This isn't the internet where you have to start heated battles about whose anime waifu is better. Like, come on. Also, I don't know what character Len is supposed to represent in this scenario, because I'm pretty sure it's definitely not the Sword Art Online character that I'm thinking of, because it's a direct Len and Len, but instead of Remilia, which is a combination of Rem and Amelia, could be, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know what else Len could be associated to. I'm so on edge waiting for the teacher to come back, hoping this sorts out real soon. Alex then approaches Donnie, puts his hand on Donnie's shoulder. Enough, man. Don't waste your energy on this kind of stuff. Stuff? This is more than just stuff, Alex. I like how I immediately knew what the fuck he was talking about. This bastard insulted my waifu. Waifu is just an anime character, right? What? Just an anime character? Hey. Donnie, calm down, alright? I'll calm down when this You call me bastard? You're out of your mind, man. Whoever mocks Len is a bastard. Donnie, come on. Bruh, oh my god. This dude will start anything just to protect his fucking waifu. Oh my god. Here's the thing. When you're arguing about whose waifu is better among the boys, it's meant jokingly. Seriously, the boys on the Trash Taste podcast, and I'm pretty sure Didus and all the other animators that Emily has interviewed, all make fun of their anime interests all the fucking time jokingly, and not to be taken seriously. So the fact that Donnie's taking it so seriously is kind of hilarious to me. Aya looks overwhelmed while trying to hold back Donnie. She looks at me and gives me a smile as if she herself to calm him down. Meanwhile, Aditya seems like he's getting ready to run out the lab. Maybe he's trying to get one of the teachers. Do you want to help? What? Do you want to help? Aditya whispers to me from afar. From lips, he said, "Oh my god." Really? I turn to Ayu. Can you help? Oh, fuck off, guys. Really? Who's waiting for my response? Okay. Aditya is saying, do you want to help? And Ayu's asking, can you help? Here's the thing. She's already here and she's asking for my help. He wants to get a teacher to sort this out, which could escalate things. Not really. So I feel like if I'm in there, I can ask politely. Maybe. We'll see where this goes. Donnie turns to me. I can see he's still boiling with anger. Don't look at Mentry like that. Donnie takes a deep breath. Sorry, The laboratory door swings wide open. Like that of a haunted house, apparently. That door needs some WD-40, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know what WD-40 does exactly. I just know it's good for doors. As Lena enters the lab, Aditya and the chemistry teacher are also behind her while holding a couple of big boxes. I heard there was a commotion earlier. It's Donnie, isn't it? Yes, it's Donnie, ma'am. You're the one who started this. Enough. The chemistry teacher puts those big boxes in front of the class. He and Miss Lena then step outside the room. From the gap in the door, I can see that they are discussing something important. What did I say, huh? Control your emotions. If you get suspended again, you're a dead man. You're the one stirring up things, Lex. Dude, his name is Alex. You don't need to shorten it to Lex. Is that just a thing over here? Is that just a thing? I didn't. It's just... Okay, think about it. Alex is right, Donnie. Not everything is worth getting so emotional over. Not long after, Miss Lena and the chemistry teacher enter the lab again. For the next session, I will be in charge of keeping an eye on all of you until class is over. The students murmur. Miss Lena watching the class. Well, then we won't be doing much. She is super strict. Well, what else can they do, right? We should focus now. Announced to Kirana. I like how we literally showed up. He looked at us funny, and her friend, and then Ayu was like, "Yo, you do realize you shouldn't look at her like that, right?" And Donnie's like, "Shit, you're right." Like, that's really that's what snapped you out of it? Not the fact that you were about to beat up a random person over someone who doesn't even exist? And yes, I'm calling out the hardcore anime fans that would get heated in the discussions. Like, I'm calling you guys out. There's no reason to pick fights over this, like, seriously. Because here's the thing. Realistically, if you pick a fight on which anime character is better, even if it's a waifu, once the author catches wind of this, they'll be like, you know what, I'll ruin this character just for you, just so you can hate them. And odds are you probably won't hate them, that's how much you're devoted to this character. And there's your problem. You can't separate fact from fiction. Now, I don't know why I went on that tangent, but you don't really need to get that emotional over these things. Dude definitely needs to control his anger, though, like 100%. Anyway, Miss Lena starts to carefully distribute the chemicals. I wait silently for the others to receive the materials. They have a bright blue color. Be careful, it's flammable. Dude, why do you look so worried like somebody's about to commit arson? What is a blue chemical that is flammable? I'm pretty sure there's a ton of examples. Like, I'm pretty sure while I'm editing this video, I can pop 5 on screen. Hopefully I don't, because I don't want people to get ideas. To be fair, it's easy to Google. But even then, there's like a lot of different things that this could be. And that's not even mentioning the fact that you could like put food coloring just to make it change the color, so it could be 100 different things. Either way though, chemicals. Dangerous. This is a video game. Don't try it at home. Watch there be a warning on like the top left. Do not try this at home. Yes, ma'am. Kanana receives a liquid chemicals and pours them into a piece of cotton that was already given to us. What? The way this is phrasing it is like you're grabbing the test tube with the liquid and you're pouring it on the cotton swab. Or I guess a piece of cotton. But what you're supposed to do is have that cotton swab cover up the entirety of the test tube. And then you quickly kind of invert the test tube so that way the liquid falls onto the swab, but it doesn't spill out. And then immediately switch it back over so that way the cotton swab has the chemical in it. Or I guess in it. Kind of like a sponge because it'll absorb it. And then from there you can use it to wipe it on stuff. Kind of like nail polish remover, exactly. I'm not... that kind of just came to my mind. Nail polish remover. That's exactly what I was just describing. Well, the process, not the chemical. Is nail polish remover flammable? I'm looking this up. Yes, nail polish remover is highly flammable. Well, there you go. The more you learn. Then... Oh, this might be acetone then. Because acetone is flammable. It does smell, so they would need to have the windows open. Because, you know, you'd pass out if you inhaled the fumes too much. But, it also does do a really good job of removing paint. And just color from things in general, which is why you're not supposed to put it on your hands and stuff. Because it does... Technically, I'm pretty sure it technically burns your hand. but it doesn't cause a burning sensation. It kind of just burns the something on the cells of the skin. I don't know for sure. I'm not a scientist. I ain't even that smart, okay? So I don't know for sure what acetone does to the skin, but as always, these are chemicals. Do not ingest them, do not play with them, and be extremely careful when handling them. Especially nail polish remover. That shit sucks to smell. I don't know about you guys or anybody else out there, but acetone and nail polish, well, acetone is a part of nail polish remover, I'm pretty sure. They smell very similar. But yeah, anybody who smells that, leave in the comments how terrible it is to smell. It's not a bad smell. It's just a strong smell. And it sucks to smell. And yeah, it really does. Then you're supposed to light it up with a matchstick, right? When I lit the matchstick, Donnie suddenly bumps into Kirana's back. You're still trying to pick a fight, huh? Nah! Ooh. Ooh. That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good. Okay. In the blink of an eye, a flame strikes Kirana's face. Now, fire is hot, but because of heat transfer, you shouldn't feel any lasting effects if it's just the fire. At most, you're saying bye to your I'm assuming her right eyebrow, and possibly eyelashes. And if she covered her eye in time, her eye should be fine. But it is bright, so I mean, obviously this is still dangerous. Obviously, like definitely some lasting effects. Sunflowers are flammable. Should keep those away. Flower of protection. You're a dumbass. Flowers of protection. No wait, they're flammable. Set fire! Set fire! I like how even Alex over here is like, oh shit, we done fucked up. Oh hey, I always forget your name, but yeah, she's in the background, and so is he. The table starts to catch fire as the shouting of students pierces my ear. This is a chemical fire, so pouring water on it is just gonna spread it. You basically just need to baking soda, right? Is it baking soda? Powder. It's a powder. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up on screen if I remember it. But I'm pretty sure it's baking soda because it absorbs everything. And without a thing to hold on to, the fire dies out immediately. And if it is in like a small area that you can just cover up to make no oxygen, it'll smother out itself. But that's not going to happen in here. Either that or just a blanket, really. Because if the chemical gets absorbed into the blanket, then it'll burn the blanket. But if it's a fireproof blanket, like one of those that you kind of have in like the emergency kits for fire rescue or putting out the fires and stuff, it'll be absorbed, but it won't catch on fire, and you can put it out easier. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. The table starts to catch fire as I just said that. Fire! Ah! But yeah, Kirana here, I'm assuming it hits her face dead on. So bye-bye eyebrows, maybe the front of her hair. Hopefully not all of it. It is pretty long, so it might have been in front of her face, kind of like how it is here. Maybe this is just dramatic or something, who knows. But if her eyes are closed, odds are she might be fine. Maybe a little bit of a hospital rest if it does hit her eyes. As long as the chemicals do not touch her skin and catch fire, or get anywhere, by the way, she should be fine. Chemical fires are bad, especially when they happen on humans. Just look at Two-Face. If you don't know who Two-Face is, you do. You 100% do. It's a Batman villain. Kirana covers up her face. Donnie looks horrified. You should, bud. You should. Fire! There's a fire! Where's Putri at? She kind of hiding back there. Oh no, she's on the other side of the table, back here somewhere. Oh, that's Sasha. Oh, the game's been saved. Everything happened so fast. The students ran out of the lab. Miss Lena shows up to the scene running, kind of holding back the pain of while trying to avoid the fire. And of course we're having a panic attack. This sucks. And there's nobody to blame but kind of just situational shit. What the fuck? Hello? Can I get the log? Everyone out. Alvin, carry Putri out of the lab. Yes, ma'am. Aditya, can you carry Sasha to the medical room? Yes, ma'am. Kanana, get to the medical room. This instant. See, you're fine. You're fine. But yes, go to the fucking medical room. No, you don't. Fuck the medical room. Go to the hospital. You just got flamed on in your face. That's not good. Fire to the face is not good. Last time I checked, that ain't good. Entity? Can you hear me? Oh, that sucks. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? A fire has been detected in the building. Please evacuate the premises. I think it'd be better if I put an AI voice for that, as it genuinely sounds like an AI voice. Entity, listen. We have to get out now. Vaguely I hear the screaming of others as they run out of the lab. The sound of heavy footsteps overwhelm me. Miss Lena, get out of the room. Entity's still in here. Leo forcibly pulls me up and carries me outside with Miss Lena. I vaguely see Miss Lena also taking Kirana out of the lab. I see a couple of teachers carrying fire extinguishers trying to put out the fire. Leo carries me to the school's field where all the other students evacuated too. Damn. It's out. It's out. Oh, thank God. Oh, we're fine. How you feeling now? Sorry. Leo sits with me in the corner of the field. Miss Lena is pacing back and forth in front of the medical room, keeping an eye on the other students, who are still in a panic. Understandably so. You can leave. No offense, but you are a terrible teacher. You shouldn't have a teaching degree. We've established this. You should not be here. It's wonderful that you are. You're putting in the effort and all that, but you still suck as a teacher. Sorry. Not sorry. I don't know what happened back there because I haven't gotten a proper report on it, but the next time you're in danger like that, you have to run immediately. Sorry, Mr. Leo, but have you never heard of fight or flight? Yeah, there's a third option. It's called freeze. Most people freeze because of fucking trauma. Most of the characters in this fictional school, I'm assuming, have trauma. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? 3 out of the many students that were in there froze. Like, I understand he wasn't there for it, but come on. How is this guy this dense?
Because you're so thick. You're Mr. Thickety, thick face from Thick Town, Thickania. And so's your dad.
Because he's thick, but not in a good way. Thick as it's stupid. Mentity. I turn around to the sound. IU jogs towards me while holding her phone. Do you have Kirana's parents' number? I just texted you to ask. Leo sits and accompanies me at the corner of the field. Hello? Damn, that's loud. I take out my phone. There's a message from IU 5 minutes ago. Damn, okay. Actually, isn't it good that your phone is on silent while you're at school? You know what? Point to Kirana. That's really good. I quickly look for Kirana's parents' number. I have it, but it's in the database in the teacher's lounge. I'll have to check it first. It's okay, Leo. You don't need to. I'm sending their number to IU now, okay? Sorry, I was... Received. Thanks. How's Kirana? She's been taken care of. But they said she should go to the hospital just to be safe.
No shit!
I finally get to use the clip. I've had that clip in my back pocket for the better half of a year. I finally get to use it. Finally! Where is she now? Her face. Medical room. But the medical room is packed, Mentity. I don't think you should go in there. It's okay, Leo. You don't need to. Wait, what the? Who's talking? Ayu runs to the medical room. Miss Lena looks towards Ayu, who's talking to someone on the phone. You know who she's talking to. Well, I guess you can't know. You can just assume. But still. All students are advised to return to their classes in an orderly fashion. This ain't America. A fire just happened. Some students are fucking traumatized. Some had to go to the hospital, dude. Come on. Give these students some slack. But fair. It was a small fire. Just avoid the area. Go back to class. Sure, why not? And for any injured students, please go to the medical room. Are we gonna see... Oh my god. Are we gonna see a new model of Kirana? Leo, someone's fainted! A couple of students shout from the field. Leo immediately stands up and runs to the field. Mentally, you should go to class, yeah? I need to help them first. I nod. The students walk back to their own class. No fucking way. No fucking way did they literally say, "Hey Leo, someone fainted in the field," as everybody in that field just goes back to class, leaving the poor person who's passed out on the floor of the field. No fucking way did people just do that. That is incredibly cold. So cold, it feels like we're on the fucking moon. If you don't know, if you're on the moon, it's absolute zero because there's no atmosphere and it's the cold vacuum of space. I think, isn't it colder than absolute zero? No, it isn't absolute zero. It's just cold as hell. What the hell am I thinking? I wait in the hallway until it's a bit more empty before I walk back to class. That's actually fair. I would too. As I walk, I check my phone to text Kirana. How are you doing? Bruh. You're not gonna respond until the end of the day. It's been a couple of days since the lab accident. Fuck you! Fuck you, game. Are you kidding me? Starts the chapter off. Lab accident. Best friend mangled. Burnt to a crisp. Literally almost died in a fire. Didn't get spring locked, but they definitely got spring trapped in the sense that they were burned, roasted, and almost toasted. I'm terrible at this. Sorry, this is my first day on the job, guys. Anyway. Really? We're gonna skip to a couple of days since? To be fair, it is a couple of days of recovery, so understandable. Oh, yeah, there you go. Kirana has taken a leave from school to treat her burns at home. She hasn't replied to any of my texts. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Actually, no. It's both a bad sign and a good sign. But realistically, whenever the fire hits face, the eyes are there. So maybe the burn, face needs to be bandaged. Face needs to be bandaged. So it's a good thing she's not using her eyes. It's a better thing that she's resting. Exactly. Maybe she's busy, or maybe she's in too much pain to reply. At least that's what I'm trying to believe. Not really in pain, just more of can't text, cause she can't see. Hopefully it's just a bad sunburn though. To be fair, most burns do just leave like a bad sunburn mark after the fact that they're fully healed, and then just kind of leaves a scar if it's bad enough. This don't seem bad, but still pretty painful though. For fire burns, I'd say you just need like cream or something to put on the burns to like keep it from getting infected. Well, clean it obviously. And then just bandage it if it needs to be. Other than that, just don't touch it, don't pick at it, no matter how itchy or painful it is. And it's basically just a suffering game and no, it's not a suffering game, it's a waiting game where you just suffer and wait for it to heal. I wouldn't know, because I've never been burned this badly. But compared to sunburns, it's more or less that, just on an extremer level. But again, I wouldn't know because I've never been burnt like this before. The most burnt I've gotten was touching a really hot metal, and it didn't even leave a mark on my skin. It kind of just left my thumb like blue or something like that. Well, not blue, but a different color than my normal skin tone, I guess. But deep inside, I'm afraid that she's trying to avoid me. Why would she be trying to avoid you? Mentity, get out of your own head. Kanana, how are you doing? The sound of my classmates welcoming Kanana jolts me back to reality. Kanana enters the classroom. I take a good look at her face. She's fine. It's fine. No scars, no wound, nothing. Is this a dream? A hallucination? Dissociation? I breathe a sigh of relief. It's fine. It's fine. Calm down, everyone. I'm fine. Real quick question here. What is the reason that they didn't add, like, Kirana's face? Is the reason that they didn't turn Kirana into Scarface because they didn't want to add another model to the game? Is that the reason? Because I completely understand. I would not want to do that either. Aya, who notices Kirana quickly approaches her, they start to talk softly for a minute. I'm ready to welcome her back to our chair, but instead she walks to Ayu's chair. Not long after, Ayu approaches me with an uncomfortable expression. Mentity, I'm so sorry. Can you sit with my desk mate for now? I don't understand what's happening. Before I could respond, the kid who usually sits to Ayu put all of their stuff next to my chair. Kanana needs my support while recovering. She says her eyesight is blurry, so she has to sit at the front. That's actually a good reason. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Fire to the face. Fire to the eyes. This is normal. Honestly, I'm glad it's just this. Blindness could have happened. Complete loss of eyeballs could have happened. Death could have happened. Charred corpse on the ground could have happened. Be lucky that it's this. So she's going to sit with me. I look at Kirana, who's currently busy answering questions from other kids. She now sits next to Ayu. Just go with it. Honestly, I'm just glad Kirana's okay. Oh my god. I know someone who's gone through a very similar experience where fire just jumped to the face. But it was more of they were being stupid. Not in the sense of chemical fire. I'll tell the story real quick. Basically, there's a grill. There's a grill cover where you cover it up. But the fire was on. So as soon as the person lifted the grill cover, fire just went all up in their face, and bye-bye eyebrows. But they were completely fine. I don't remember the rest of what happened because I wasn't there personally. But I did see the after effects. They had a really bad sunburn for a couple of days. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but it was a while ago. And it was during the good old days, basically. Doubt they're watching, and if they are, what's up? If they're not, oh well. Okay. Alright. Thanks, Mentity. I'm not to Ayu trying to hide my disappointment. I didn't expect that she would pick Ayu over me. Maybe I said something wrong. She isn't picking her over you. She literally cannot see. Is it because I didn't make the time to visit her? But she didn't even reply to any of my texts. Ayu goes back to her chair and speaks to Kanana. Kanana then looks at me and smiles, and then quickly turns her head to the other kids who are bombarding. Is that how you spell bombarding? Really? I didn't know that. Her with questions. I like how I didn't even know how to spell. Really? Also, I never checked what Oh no! I never checked what that message was. That kind of just got skipped over because the log button was missing. Well, not missing, it was removed. I sit on my chair feeling anxious. I really don't understand why Kirana is keeping me at arm's length like this. It is a little weird, but I also feel like we're overthinking it. It genuinely feels like we're overthinking it. But at the same time, it does seem a bit weird. To be fair, I would also overthink this. And if I would, then it's definitely an issue. Alright, it's time to do attendance. My train of thought stops when Leo greets the entire class I didn't even notice when he entered. Because you're zoning out. Whoa, Kanana's back. Heh, of course. It's good to see you're doing okay. If you need help, please don't hesitate to ask. Yes, Leo. Yes, Leo. Maybe he wonders why Kirana sits with Ayu and not me. After a while, he starts taking attendance. I can only sigh and hope for the best for Kirana and me. Honestly, yeah, that's fair. Like, here's the thing. I don't know how people normally view friendships and stuff, but I've had a couple of friends over the years who I talk to, I say hi to, and I kind of just hang out in class with. But then they eventually kind of just go off and sit with somebody else because the seating arrangements changed. And then after that, we never talk again, we never speak again, and I would kind of just stay there silent, not really, not caring, but also more of just, it's fine, whatever. Because those people don't belong to me, they're not my friends, like, forcibly or anything like that. They're their own people, they can go make friends with whoever, and if they remember me, great. If we're still friends, cool. But I don't really make a lot of the effort to say, hey, are we still friends or anything like that? I kind of just go, okay, it is what it is. I don't know if that's just a me thing, or if that's not how you're supposed to do it. I wouldn't know. Alright, it's recess. Alright, that'll be all for counseling class today. Counseling class? That's a thing? Of course it's a thing. I didn't click! What the hell? Alright, oh, never mind. If any of you want to ask about your future careers, you can see me at the teacher's lounge or in the counselor's office. My classmates instantly start to tidy up their desks and crowd the halls or crowd out. I look at Kirana. Ayu and Kirana seem to be getting ready to walk out of class together. Usually during recess, Kirana will ask me to eat together at the cafeteria. Today is not looking like she's going to ask me this time. Should I ask her first? I hate that this game knows me so well. I hate that this game is so revolved around how I literally just said I wouldn't go out of my way to go talk to this person if they didn't make the effort to talk to me. Like, here's the thing. I'm not narcissistic or anything like that. And like, no, you must talk to me first. I'm not going to talk to you. You must talk to me first. No, I'm not like that. I just don't have the courage to talk to people first. So when people talk to me, I communicate back. I talk back, but I don't really continue the conversation unless these people are interesting and I actually feel comfortable with like the conversation and what's going on. So to the point of acquaintance, like classmates, right? You sit with whoever you want and then immediately you either very quickly or over the entire school year, you slowly start to realize, is this person cool? Shall I conversate with them in class? And little by little, you start figuring it out. But I really wouldn't be going through the effort to ask first. So if a conversation sparked, I would join in, and things would go from there. I wouldn't really make the effort to go towards it first. People are their own people. I'm not really the type of person to, like, kind of force the conversation. Which is not what's happening. Definitely not. I'm fully aware that I'm not forcing a conversation. I'm communicating with my fellow human, trying to make conversation, but I just don't have the will nor the energy, I guess, to start the conversation when I don't know how it's going to go. I'm not willing to jump into the deep end and figure out what's at the bottom. So, yeah, I would wait for Kirana to ask. And the reason why, also for this one, is because if I were to ask somebody that, like, here's the thing, Kidana didn't ask us today for if we wanted to eat lunch with them. For all I know, they don't want to. So I'm not gonna ask and be like, hey, do you want me to eat lunch with you today? And force them to say yes out of pure kindness. Or have that awkward moment of, no, not today. Like, I don't want that. So, hell no, I wouldn't ask Kidana first. I would just wait for Kidana to ask. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Are you kidding me? Maybe it's just me being me. Oh my god. This game knows me personally way too well. How? Fucking how? Probably because of the decisions I make. But, come on. No fucking way. She'll eventually come and invite me. Yes, she will. I wouldn't be thinking this, though. I would probably, like, here's the thing. I'd probably be like, are they gonna ask me? And slowly, like, glance in their direction to see if they're coming my way. But at the end of the day, I would probably, like, here's the thing. I wouldn't avoid Kidana, but I would definitely be like, are they gonna ask me? Did they forget about me? And then eventually when it gets to lunchtime, I'd be like, hey, whatever, I'll just go grab my lunch and go sit down somewhere. And eventually when they come up to me and say, hey, why didn't you sit with us? And I'm like, didn't know you wanted to. Alright, I'll go sit down. And that's basically how it would go. No harm, no foul. Just misunderstanding. But this genuinely seems like a little bit of like, is she gonna ask me though? Getting up from their seat. Then they join up with other classmates chatting away with them. Then they just walk out. I decided to go back to my chair and eat my packed meal. The class is dead silent. It adds to the loneliness I feel inside of me. I hate this game. It's really unusual for Kidana to leave me alone like this. She has always been with me since I got to this school. Is she tired of me? Is she? Oh, fucking hell. This is what anxiety is. You overthink so much. I would overthink like this 100% of the time, but the thing that snaps me back to reality while I'm eating my lunch is just, fuck it, I'll put on some music while I eat lunch or just watch YouTube. Because it serves as a, not a healthy, but positive distraction. Leave in the comments what you watch during this shit. What do you watch when you have anxiety on your mind? And by anxiety on your mind, I mean this. Overthinking. Fragments of memories appear in my mind. I remember my old school where I had a couple of friends. But they all left and abandoned me. Ah, yes. The old trick of, I forgot I'm supposed to be reading that. Maybe Kidana's going through the same thing. I'm just a burden to everyone. When they need me, I can't do anything. When Kidana had her accident, I could only stand there and watch her go through the pain. I'm so useless. It's obvious why Kidana left me. And we're being snapped back to reality. Anthony, are you okay? Alex? When did he get here? Why is he here? I can't answer his question honestly. No. No, I'm alright. What are you doing here? Do you know where Ayu went? Ayu... I'm not so close with Ayu, but did she call me her friend? But Kidana chose her over me, though. She went with Kidana, I don't know where she went. Oh. Okay. Alex glances at the food I've barely touched. Do you want to go to the cafeteria with me? Are you just being nice, or, like, what, is this pity? Is this pity I'm seeing? Better than eating alone here. Come on, come hang out with me and Donnie. This might be just me, but I would probably eat alone. To be fair, I do eat alone the majority of the time. Not by choice. Nope, by choice. Sorry, let me correct myself. I do eat alone a lot of the time by choice, but the majority of the time it isn't. So, me being used to it, I would prefer that. Eating with other people is kind of just... It's interesting, to say the very... Not to say the very least, but That's pretty much how I could describe it. It's just interesting. It's just different. Me, myself, that is interesting. That is interesting. Personally, I would refuse the invitation. Like, no, it's fine. I'm fine right here. Like, don't worry about it. Go eat your lunch. I'm fine right here. It's quiet. If I accept, I feel like I'd just be the awkward one, just kind of sitting there. But that would just promote the idea that I am just dead weight and kind of just taking up space. That would promote the idea. Which isn't good. But this is 100% what I would do. Oh, well, that too, I guess. I'm not sure if I can hold back my tears in front of them. But staying here alone is not a good option. Literally what I was just saying. Maybe Alex and Donnie can distract me from my thoughts. Yeah, maybe. And we say yes anyway. Okay, so we're not controlling Mentity. We're kind of like that inner voice that says, hey, do this. This is good. Hey, do this. This is good. But when we say the bad decisions, it kind of course corrects, like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So yeah, it does reinforce the idea of mine that no matter what we choose, it's going to result in the same thing. So that's good. Sure. Alright, let's go. Game saved. The cafeteria seems more packed than usual. Maybe because it's the beginning of the month, so everyone is still... Oh, maybe everyone still has their allowance money. I follow Alex to look for Donnie until we find them sitting at the corner of the cafeteria with Alvin. Oh, nice. Yo! I can feel a couple of eyes gaze at me as I walk with Alex. Feels like a case of curiosity and worry. To be fair, new girl that's shy, timid, 100% gives all the signs of trauma, walking with delinquent numero uno, and going to sit with delinquent numero dos, and the third wheel in this scenario, is definitely a curious sight to behold. Worried? Maybe a little bit. Curious? 100%. Oh, fuck off. I literally just said that. I think I can understand why. Alex is famous for being a troublemaker. Maybe they're curious why a new kid can hang out with someone like Alex. I literally just said that. Is this game... Where's the camera? Where the fuck is the camera? How does this game know? How does this game know? Can it hear me? Can you hear me, game? How? This game knows me way too well. And I've never even played this game. Come on. What are you doing in the corner, man? Alvin's like, oh, hey, Vin. Yeah. Am I bothering you guys? No, we're done talking. We're just done talking. Okay, then. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, what happened here? Okay. Didn't mean to make a voice there. See you later. Alvin patted Donnie on the shoulder before he left. When he passed me, he looked at me and smiled. I tried to smile back, but my scattered feelings made it hard to smile. What were you guys discussing about? The usual math Olympic stuff. Oh, it's starting? Yeah. Yeah. You are a terrible liar. Alvin said I needed to keep my head cool or whatever. He's not wrong, though. Dude, it's not funny. It is. Ask Mentity. Bruh. This is a good distraction, though. Watching their little shenanigans. By the way, Mentity. Yeah? Have you seen Kanana? You're, like, always together, aren't you? Yeah, just not today. Kirana. Before I could finish my sentence, I heard Kanana's loud laugh from behind me. I take a look at her. She's sitting with Putri and Aditya laughing together. Yeah, no, for real, then they... I can't believe it. I can't believe it, too. Ha ha ha. I turned to Donnie, and his face suddenly turned pale as if stricken with fear. Ah! Good old guilt and regret. I know that feeling. Donnie, what's going on? Hold on. My head's noisy. Oh, shit. Panic attack. Okay. That's fine. Here's the thing. Dude literally caused the accident. There's no wrong way of saying it. It was an accident, but he still caused it, which is still gonna have guilt. But now he just doesn't know how to go and apologize, and hell, doesn't even know how to face her. Oh my god. So yeah, of course his head's gonna be noisy, not just with, like, panic attacks sounds and shit. Literal noise. My head's also often noisy with self-deprecating or self-mocking remarks, but I don't quite understand what he meant by noisy. Relax, bro. What's in there? Not much, clearly. It's hollow in there. Nothing. Oh, fuck. Donnie takes a deep breath. Alex rubs his back softly to calm him down. You don't need to focus on anything right now. We're on break now. What's up? Yeah, I thought so. I was thinking about how to apologize to Kanana. I'm afraid she won't forgive me. What do you think, Mentity? We're getting close to the end of the chapter, though. Kanana will forgive you. I know Kanana. She's a good person. She's right. Just do it. After school, I'll wait till after school. Now it's time to eat. I'm pretty sure that was meant to be Donnie talking, not Alex, but okay. Alex sits on the chair to him and asks me to sit with him. I sit there, just the three of us. We can make it if we try, just the three of us. No, wait, it's just the two of us. I open my lunchbox as Alex and Donnie order their fried rice by shouting at the nearby stall. Every now and then I can hear Kanana's laughter. She sounds so happy. I just noticed the letters, by the way. I notice her laughing without me. It hurts. And that's a feeling I understand. And can relate to. Our eyes meet. Kanana. Why did she look away from me? What did I do wrong? I continue to eat sluggishly. Maya keeps wondering on what mistake I made with Kanana. Maybe I should ask Ayu. If I need help and there's no Kanana, who should I go to? Asking Dad is a big no-no. You don't tell your parents about your shit. That's rule number 1 about being depressed. Ask for Miss Lena's help. Asking a teacher. She is kind of a counselor, so it makes sense. Ayu could go to Kirana. I'm just going to Miss Lena. Since this has something to do with my condition, I think it's better for me to consult Miss Lena. I'm sure she can help me get through this. Yeah, that's fair. After school, I go to the teacher's lounge. Miss Lena notices me and looks at me as soon as I enter the room. How can I help you, Mentity? I want a consultation. Very well. Shall we move to a more private space? I shake my head. Miss Lena lets me have a seat across from her desk. I sit and droop, not knowing where to start. Is there something troubling you? Kirana. What happened with Kirana? I think she's avoiding me, ma'am. And why do you think so? She sat with Ayu. Then she didn't want to go to the cafeteria with me. Maybe Kirana just needs some time alone. But she's not alone. She's with the others. Kana has other friends, doesn't she? Maybe she wants to spend time with them in the meantime. Just like you also have other friends, right? Don't you make time for them as well? It's kind of what I was thinking as well. Because you do, when you have multiple friend groups, you do kind of have to split your time between them. If you want to value them anyway. But there's also the thing of, when you have multiple friend groups, you kind, well, depending on the friend groups, you do kind of, like, if you want to, like, take a break from somebody because they're annoying you, or you just want a break from that person for whatever reason, or maybe you just don't want to hang out with them right now because you're not in the right headspace, you can always go to another friend group that has the things you need. So, yeah, that's understandable, honestly. You trust Kanana as a friend, right? I'm sure Kanana wouldn't just avoid you like that. Best friends, huh? We've been best friends since we were little kids. Even then, when we went to different schools, we still tried our best to check on each other. Should I trust Kanana? Yes, you should, 100%. We did vouch for her as a good person. I wait for Dad to pick me up while feeling so weak. When he arrives, he seems surprised by my gloominess. He messes up my hair to cheer me up. What happened, sweetheart? Something happened at school? I shake my head slowly. Nothing really happened, just a little disappointed, I guess. As soon as we arrived home, I immediately took a shower and changed my clothes. Once or twice I checked my phone to see if Kanana replied to my messages from last week. None. Maybe she does need some time alone. Maybe she's having fun with her other friends. I'm trying to believe that, but it's hard. There's nothing I can do but trust Kanana. Game saved. Oh my god, the chapter's still not done. 3 days? Okay, at this point, yeah, it is a little bit of a weird issue. Okay. We do seem to be able to trust Kanana, and we 100% should, but the problem with believing that, especially with Mentity's condition, and anxiety in general, is trust in someone is like a big tower, and the foundation, and the anxiety is slowly chipping away at it, trying to make that foundation unstable. Like, they're not attacking the tower. Like, there's no fences, there's no nothing. They can literally, like, kick the tower and it'll fall over. But instead, they wobble the foundation. So it doesn't just fall over so you can pick it back up. They make it crumble. And that's the worst part. But if it's a really good friendship, all it does is get buried. All that tower does is get buried. And with a little bit of work, you can dig it up again. I'm terrible with metaphors, so sorry if you couldn't keep up with that. I barely could. By this time, I had already resigned myself to Kanana's choice and could only wait. This morning, I arrived at school quite early. The class is still very empty. I look at the chair next to me. Yep, I'm probably going to sit next to IU's former desk mate again. Mantity. Fucking Christ on the stick. Yeah, that's basically how... This is basically my reaction, like, huh? Sorry. Huh? You can see me? I didn't drink apologies potion, right? I'm not wearing my cloak of invincibility. You can see me? Kanana suddenly appears. She put her bag on the chair beside me, the usual spot. You're super early today. Bitch, don't pretend like you weren't, like we didn't talk for 3 days straight. I don't respond. I'm trying to process what happened. I'm trying to process what is happening. Dude, this is so fair. Like, even I would be this confused. Like, do not act like we didn't talk for 3 days straight. What the fuck happened? I deserve at least a little bit of an explanation. I got a small one from IU, but that's basically it. Kanana acts as if nothing has happened. Mentity? What's wrong? Tears begin streaming down my face uncontrollably, and I quickly try to cover it up before anyone can see. Kanana hugs me and rubs my back. We missed our friend. We missed our friend. That's such a fair reaction, too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Can you hear me, Mentity? Yeah, I'm not crying. Oh, fuck, our uniform's wet. Jesus Christ, man. How much you cry in there? You cry in a fucking waterfall. I didn't mean to avoid you, Mentity. I'm sorry, okay? It's just that I just needed time to recover, and I didn't want to put that on you. Yeah, that's fair. Kirana, you will never burden me. I'm sorry, but sometimes I need alone time too. To hang out with other friends. That doesn't mean we're not best friends, okay? And, yeah. Kirana hugs me tightly. We hugged for a while, and it makes the newly arriving classmates look at us with confusion. But I don't care. The only thing I care about is that Kirana's back. I have a loving friendship. Stare at me, bitches. You wish you had this. That's what we're thinking right now. She's recovered, and she's back. Another wholesome chapter, right? Almost done? It's been an hour, oh my god. Throughout the class, Kirana occasionally rubbed my back lightly, as if she's assuring me that she won't leave again. Girl, it doesn't matter if you leave. She has given me 2 weeks' notice. Like, you kind of just shell-shocked me into thinking you fucking abandoned me, and then just came back out of nowhere. The shell shock could have broken my neck from the amount of whiplash I got. Damn. But either way, still really cool. Honestly, really realistic depiction of just a small little misunderstanding, I guess. And just really good, I guess representation isn't the right word I'm looking for. Depiction of what overthinking genuinely looks like. Because that is what it looks like. Don't get me wrong. I believe her this time. Kirana will never leave me. Even if she does, it's just because she needs time to herself. Yeah. Do you need me to accompany you? No, Dad. I can do it myself. That messes up my hair again. If anything happens, just call me, okay? I nod as I enter Miss Jasmine's office. What up, Jasmine? Never saying that again. Hello? Is this the exact same thing we got? This is the exact same dialogue we got last episode, isn't it? The afternoon sunlight comes in through the window, coloring the room in a bright orange that soothes my eyes. Is that how you spell that? I thought it was Coloring, not OU. I genuinely don't know if that's a spelling error or if that's just how you spell coloring. I don't know. I don't know. I got yelled at. That's an exaggeration, obviously. But I got yelled at by a classmate because I thought that neck was spelled with a K-N and not an N. So, yeah. I don't know how to spell things, okay? As usual, Miss Jasmine starts scribbling in her journal before she greets me with her warm smile. Have a seat, my dear. How was school today? Okay, time to get the therapist voice out. I sit on the chair, trying to find a comfortable position. It's good, ma'am. Whoa, good to hear. Did something good happen today? I can't contain my smile. I'm thinking about having Kirana close to me again. There's really no better news. The last few days, my best friend avoided me, but just today, she started talking to me again. Avoided you? Why did she avoid you? At first, I also didn't know why. But then she said that she needed some time alone. I was confused. But she wasn't literally alone. Instead, she hung out with other friends. Entity, do you know what boundaries are? Boundaries? Yes. In this case, it means personal space. Everyone has their own boundaries, like you, for example. You have your own limitations that make you feel irritated if someone crosses them. And that makes you burn out quite easily, or worse, relapse. Making some time for yourself is an example of maintaining boundaries. Does Mentity ever need time to be alone and play with other friends? I did hang out with my other friends, but if I'm completely alone, I'm afraid. Those are Mentity's boundaries too. You can't be left alone. But it's different for others. Maybe your best friend needs some personal time to process her emotions. Mentity understands that everyone is different, right? I remember when Kirana got placed in the first low rank during elementary school. She avoided me because of that. Maybe she really is a person who needs personal time to process her emotions. But why does she hang out with other people, though? Your best friend is sort of a caregiver to you, isn't she? She is there for you, right? Yes, of course. And it's not easy being a caregiver mentally. It needs a certain mental fortitude and patience. A time when a caregiver starts feeling emotionally tired, then when they need some time to then they will need some time to recover too. Kanana's always been there for me. Same with Dad. They're two of the most important people in my life right now. Do I burden them with that much? That means I'm a burden, aren't I? Not necessarily. You need to understand that they chose to fill that role. After she avoided you, she chose to return, right? That's her decision. And definitely not your fault. Everything she has done was because she cares about you mentally. It's definitely not your fault. But if it wasn't for my condition, she wouldn't have avoided me. No, it's not like that. People who have a healthy emotional state, no matter what relationship they have, still need to have boundaries. The feeling of boredom, the feeling of exhaustion, will always exist in any state of relationship. A healthy relationship respects those boundaries. So, have I done the right thing by waiting? Most definitely. What you've done was the right thing. This feels weird. This feels so weird. I'm talking as myself right now. This feels weird. 'Cause I do this a lot. Like, if somebody doesn't talk to me directly and it feels like they're avoiding me, I usually just wait for them to come to me. I didn't know that this was what I was doing. Like, I do 100% respect their boundaries and want them to hang out with me if they want to, at their own pace and whenever they want. So I completely understand that, but I never really thought about it this way. Again, great ass writing. Giving me a therapy session over here. Mentally, you must have faith in your friends, especially your best friend and others. Having boundaries doesn't mean you're not friends. Everyone needs their personal time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the friendship is over. You trust your friend, do you not? I look out the window. In my old school, they used to avoid me because of my condition. In my old school, they would never help me out of anything. But in my new school, here, they always help me. Even though I thought badly of Kirana, she still came back to me in the end. I don't know if I deserve this, but at least for all of their kindness, I must. Yes, I have faith in them. Game is saved. End of the chapter. End of the chapter. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.